this is Elizabeth Clare Brewington with Discover Brightside, the video podcast and network that I host with my husband, Elton Brewington. And I'm here today with USAA. Now, I'm a person who's always seen your logo, and because I live in Goldsboro, which is the Seymour Johnson Air Force Base, and I've always wondered what you are all about. So I'm so glad to see you here today. So, Bob, tell us a little bit about yourself and your role with USAA and your previous work with the military.
Well, good morning, Elizabeth, and good morning, fellow veterans. I know we just celebrated Happy Veterans Day to all of you, and to the Marine Corps, happy 250th birthday. It's awesome. Yeah, I'm Bob LaBrutta. I tell everybody I was a two-striper in the United States Air Force that became a two-star general. And then I retired in 2019 and became a two-striper all over again. In order for me to tell you that story, it'll have to be at a pub or a bar local, and I can express that to anybody that wants to know that story. 38-year veteran. I've been a USAA member for 38 years. It took me 4.5 years after I retired to actually be employed by USAA. So, like all veterans, the transition from military back into the civilian sector is challenging for most of us. Some of us are going to actually arrive. Some of us are going to get opportunity right away. But for most of us, we got to go find it. We've got to make sure that, we get after it. And unfortunately, for many of us, we don't ask for help. Okay. That's not the condition that we are as military members. We go out, if there's a problem, we can try to solve it ourselves. But we need help on this side of the fence line. I did. Unfortunately for me, I had a couple of individuals that reached out to me finally and said, hey, it's going to be all right. Gave me some opportunities. I consulted a little bit. Through that consulting, I joined a small Department of Defense contracting company. Loved it, but I was down here in San Antonio. The headquarters was in Virginia. I miss this. I miss people, right? And being in the scrum every day. And so USAA came out with a position that I felt I was well suited for. I competed, and finally, on my 10th try and 11th interview, they brought me in February of last year. For those that don't know what USAA is, it's a financial institution, has insurance products, banking, et cetera. And it provides those products and services to members. And the members are veterans and military service members and families that are considered members by this great association. It's been around for 103 years. Our mission is to provide exemplary service, trusted advice, and financial security to the members and the families. I'm the vice president of Survivorship. And so for the veterans that are in the audience, they'll know what Casualty Affairs is. I'm the Casualty Affairs arm for USAA, so that if a member or a family member passes away, it's my team that comes in to make sure that we're taking care of the affairs of our members so that they can have a smooth landing as much as they can possibly can in that very challenging environment that they're in. So this mission is just absolutely incredible. USAA is the only institution other than the Department of Defense that offers this capability. And I'm honored to lead it and to be a part of it. It's just fantastic. The reason why we wanted to talk to you today is because on Veterans Day, we launched something called Honor Through Action. It's a national campaign. We're inviting all public, private, and nonprofits to join in us. And we're committing $500 million over the next 5 years to 3 focus areas that our veteran population and our members have brought to our attention that we need to address: meaningful careers, financial security, and well-being. So what we see through the statistics and the data is that for most military veterans, once they separate or retire from the military, within about 7 years, they're no longer in the job or the jobs that they were in. There's a lot of transition in that period of time. And so what we want to do is we want to help them through meaningful careers where they can get set, their family can get set for the long haul, not just for short periods of time. So we've got programs and assistance and advice and counsel in that area. On the financial security front, as you all very well know, we have a lot of military members, especially the junior grades, when they transition out. They're living paycheck to paycheck. And of course, this government shutdown exacerbated all the problems that we have with that part of our population. And so what we're doing is the same thing. We're investing into that area so that we can help not only provide advice, counsel, but also programs and initiatives so that we can actually jumpstart them so they can have really good financial security in the future. And that, of course, plays very, very well in well-being, physical, social, and mental. As we've heard from this audience, and oh, by the way, I was inspired by those stories that have already occurred. But, we struggle. All of us have our challenges in each one of those areas. And what we want to do is make sure that we're providing every single facet to somebody's life so they can be in balance, so they can enjoy the fruits of their labor and actually live wonderful lives on this side of the fence line. And so this Honor Through Action initiative, again, it's a call to action. We want everybody to join us. We're committing not only resources, but we're also committing all kinds of programs and initiatives. Face the Fight is one of those. We want to make suicide no longer part of the lexicon. We want to eliminate it from our veteran population. So we launched the Face the Fight initiative back in 2023. We've got about $25 million that have been invested in that program. We've got 250 organizations that have joined us, and we believe, and we're predicting that over the course between now and 2030, we'll be able to save about 6,500 lives through that initiative alone. So I am honored to be here. I tell you, I've never been so proud of this organization as I have the last couple of weeks. What we did in the government shutdown for our veterans and for our members has been nothing short of spectacular. And now through this initiative, we're going to be able to pay it bigger, stronger, and a lot more impact across the entire veteran population, not just our members.
Wow, you answered all my interview questions, but thank you so much, Bob. That was fantastic.
And
And
for those that are on with me, if you're not a member, Lucas, I'm telling you, you want to be part of this association.
well, make sure you drop your link so that I can promote the link as well with the interview so that all veterans, not just the ones in recording, but all the veterans watching this video can take advantage of USAA. And they have a big portfolio. So there's a lot of
Yeah.
services that you can look at from banking to retirement to investments to caregiving, lots of things. So go ahead, get in touch with Bob, and I'll make sure that he has his information. You're
Yeah,
watching.
Elizabeth, just for everybody, it's usaa.com/Veterans Day. If you go there, it'll talk about Honor Through Action, of course, but all the other programs and initiatives nationally, okay? They're out there, they're at that website. It's fantastic and it's easy to use.
So there you have it. Go today and register. So thank you so much for that. And you're watching Discover Brightside. Tell us what you think. If you have a USAA account, tell us about it and tell us what your experience has been with them so that we can know that you're paying attention. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Thank you for watching Discover